pads get in the way again?
Oh, man. No excuses.
I can't imagine what that moment was like, but what was it? I mean, you seal the game with it, and then you don't come down with it. What was it like?
Man, I mean, like I said, I think it was like Monday. You wish you can always get those plays back. But just being able to, regroup after that happened and come back again and, just keep fighting. That was the key to the game, and just keeping our heads up and continuing to keep fighting. And so wish I could have came away with it, but, we came away with the win tonight, and that's all that matters.
Look at a couple weeks ago, you guys got beat very badly twice by trick plays by BYU. They come out in overtime and run that play, and you guys were all over it. What made the difference being able to sniff that out in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, after every game we go over the things that we messed up, and we try and correct that the next day. And so just being aware that, if we do get hit on something, we might be hit on it again, and just being ready for it the second time we see it.
Case in point, when you talked about kind of rebounding from that play, you obviously got the tackle for loss on their last play from scrimmage. How fired up then were you to get that opportunity then to kind of, make another play?
Yeah, I mean, our coaches did a great job putting us in the right position to be successful, and that blitz came free and was right there when the running back was just giving the ball, and so it was a great play call and worked out, was able to come through the line free and make a play, and so it was a great play call, honestly.
Riley, last week you guys, you gave a 42 as a defense, and tonight you guys answered the call a number of times. I guess how good did it feel to bounce back and be able to do that?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great to be able to bounce back and do that. Obviously, anytime you put up, was it like 42 points, it's not very good. And so just being able to dial back in and get in the film room and fix the mistakes that we had last week and come into this week knowing that we need to step it up, and I think we did a great job at that.
All right, I think you're on the field for that last field goal attempt. I don't know, could you see what happened on that at all? Did you guys get a piece of that, or was it just off?
I don't know. I mean, it looked just off. I don't know if we got a piece of it. I'll have to go back and look, but man, that last play was crazy. But I don't think we did get a piece of it, if I'm remembering correctly. I think he just kind of whiffed wide right. So
You're also in the middle of the fourth down play at the end of regulation, right?
Yes,
Can you take us through that play a little bit? What happened there?
Yeah, I mean, we knew, once again, our coach is doing a great job putting us in the right position. We knew the different personnel groups that they could come out on the field with, and we knew, within those personnel groups, we knew what play they were going to run. And so when they came out in 22 personnel, we knew what the play was, we knew what the play call we were going to run was. And so just being able to come out and, mount up and just, it was everybody doing their 111th and was able to come free through the A gap and make a play in the backfield with, I believe, Dimitri and a few other guys were there too. So it was just, an awesome fourth down stop to be able to get as a team.
They ran what you guys expected them to run?
Yeah.
How is it that you were that confident in what they were going to do?
Just our coaches and being able to watch film and prepare. They do a great job. And like I said, they, call great calls and put us in the right position to be able to go out there and be successful.
Riley, how physical was tonight?
Man, Wyoming is a very physical team. They're a great team. And shout out to them for coming out to play tonight. But, very physical game, downhill run game, gap schemes, fitting off blocks, a very physical game, but we knew that coming in, and every time we go out on the field, we need to play fast and physical, and so I felt like we did a good job coming out there and playing to our standard.
You were able to hold them to 2.8 yards per carry. I mean, running is what this team does. What were you doing so well that you were able to take them out of the game?
I think it was just a full team effort, just 11 guys doing their job, everybody playing physical, and everybody confiding in one another, and we knew that when things didn't go our way, we just needed to mount up and, come back the next play and do what we do. And I think just being able to have that confidence in one another and just being able to play after play, be able to play with your brothers. And I think, when you have that team, chemistry, you're able to go out there and play fast and play physical and confident.
Multiple times this year, you guys have come out with a win in a game where maybe you walk away and don't feel like either side of the ball played quite up to par, but yet you guys are sitting here and you've only lost one game. Is that what this team is? Is this a team that is going to somehow find a way to win even if it's not pretty?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, one thing about this team, man, is when when things aren't going our way, like we stay positive, we keep our head up, we know that anything can happen, and we just have a one-play mentality. Just things didn't go our way last play, come back the next play, and make a big play, make it stop. And I mean, going back all the way to Florida State, things didn't go our way at all, and just being able to come back in the second half and end up getting the win that game. And I think this team has an amazing mentality, and we have belief in one another. And so when we get situations like that, we're able to put our head down and work and come out on top.
Along those lines, this
Two
is
more, guys.
3 games in a row. You guys have trailed in the fourth quarter, which doesn't happen around here a lot. And for having 3 weeks in a row, what has this stretch been like for you guys, and how did you kind of fight your way through it again tonight?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, just doing your 111 and having a one-play mentality and understanding that anything can happen. I think that was the big thing tonight, is that we were just on the sideline telling each other, like, hey, let's go. Like, anything can happen, honestly. Just go out there, play one play at a time, and mount up, and that's what we did. And that's what allowed us to come out on top.
Regulation comes to an end there. How much does the mentality of the defense change when in the fourth quarter it seems like it's drive by drive? You're really kind of holding your breath, making sure you guys get the stop. But when it gets to the overtime, does that mentality change at all on defense as to how you guys play it?
No, our men, we always say mentality, and it doesn't change. We want to always have that mentality through the 4 quarters, and if it goes into overtime, we want to have that same mentality. We want to come out there and we want to punch them in the mouth, and we want to execute and focus. And I think going into overtime, that's a big time situation, and in those situations, I think you just you need to dial in and you need to focus, and that we did a great job of doing that. We came out on top and executed and did what we needed to do.
All right, thanks, Riley. Eric.
Thank you, guys.
Man.
That's a football guy term right there.
San Jose State scored every time they ran the ball. Wow. There were no punts.
In the game or in the second half?
No, in the entire game. What? Yeah. No punts. There was one fumble Hawaii had. Otherwise, there was no punts. And Hawaii scored every single time except for one fumble. And then they had the halves in. It was good. Good. Eric, what was it like in overtime and facing a pressure situation? I'm sure it was like nothing you really had before. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, I was trying to think. I think that was my first overtime game, so something new for me. But, I trust the guys. They put me in a great spot right there for a pretty easy field goal. Danny and Connor Riddle did great all day today. The line did great all day, so, I kind of trusted the process, trusted what we've been doing, and just went for it.
Even when you were at Trinity, did you ever have an opportunity for a kick to put you guys ahead late in the game or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just didn't know any better?
Yeah. So that was the first experience with all that.
You see overtime, and a lot of times it does come down to which kicker makes the field goal. Had you thought about these scenarios a little bit, or were you? Did that come in your mind a little bit at overtime? That a lot of times it does come down to that.
Yeah, it's in the back of your head. Yeah, but you're definitely thinking about it. But you can't overthink it, because that's when you kind of get yourself in trouble. So just staying calm and basically telling yourself that it's going to come down to you, so you can get mentally prepared before the kick. So I was just telling myself, it's going to come down to me.
What were you doing on Wyoming's kick? Were you watching? And if so, what did you see on that?
Yeah, so I was more behind him, so I could kind of see the angle of the kick next to a couple of the guys, and looks like he either just towed it or kind of hit the turf, which is tough to see, especially as a kicker. You never want to see another kicker do that. So I feel for the guy, but he'll bounce back.
Even if it means, I know that's probably kind of an emotional thing because you can relate, but you never want to see another kicker. Do you do that even if it?
Yeah, in the moment. But then afterwards, you just think about it. So, but in the moment, you're rooting for it. Yes.
Take us through your kick a little bit. It looked like obviously they got a little bit of pressure and ran into you a little bit. Can you take us through what all went on there?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get the greatest kick, but it went in, so it counts. That's what I like to say. But don't really know. Just kept my head down, kicked the ball, and